How you guys doing? It's Seb here. We're gonna do a manager review for La Liga managers. Previously we had managers as well. Last week we had Jose Mourinho, etc. I haven't done a manager review so far, so this is gonna be a quick and punchy one. If you guys want to know better about managers and tactic, make sure to watch my PES 17 tactic tutorial. If you watch that, the tactics are exactly the same. Only some advanced instructions has been changed, which I will get back to that. I apologize for you guys on YouTube. I haven't been uploading much. I have so many videos coming up, especially the farming GP thing. I made 60,000 GP one-off before I even started my club, so we're gonna share those tips as well. And my god, I love 3v3. I believe you guys in the stream agree as well. We're actually live right now. We're actually live. Anyway, okay. So first thing first, I love PES 2018. Co-op is so addictive. One issue. Servers are good, okay? One issue. Player switching is a problem, okay? For that reason, we're gonna have to change the tactics to be more a little bit defensive. So, before I review these managers, first of all, those of you who doesn't have the option file, right? You have Zidane with a fake name, no photo. Most of these managers will have a no real name, a fake name and no photo. So what I want you to do is take a note of the club he plays for, so you don't get confused. If I'm going to review this guy, take a note of the club he plays for. For example, if I review this guy, I'm 100% on your list, Sevilla manager, doesn't have a photo and he has a fake name. So first thing first, what tactic do I recommend this year? Alright, let's start with defensive instructions. Because defending is really hard. And one quick tip, when it comes to PES 2018, I'm saying this in experience because I started so bad the first time I stream. On stream, I'm not really 100% focused, it's a little bit harder, but you know, you're always under the pressure. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you try to attack and defend PES 17 style on 18, you're gonna fuck up big time. Defensively, do not rush. Wait for your opponent to make a mistake. I know player switching is an issue. Attacking wise, there isn't much difference. We still talk about it, attacking instructions. We'll get into a specific video regarding the new best tactic and formation and advanced instructions for PES 2018. So, the tactics that I would recommend, get your pen and paper down. When it comes to defensive instructions, for a manager's defensive instructions, I recommend defensive style, frontline pressure, pressuring, conservative, okay? So, frontline pressure, conservative, or all-out defense and aggressive, something like this. All-out defense, aggressive. Or I would not recommend all-out defense and conservative. It might be good against people who like to spam bolt, but if somebody's good playing around your box, you're gonna suffer big time. However, you can overwrite it by using Gegenpress, but it's not the same when the manager's tactic is by default. And by the way, this guy's attack instruction is almost perfect. Short support range, maintain formation in center. If your attacking area is center with position and flexible, players run into each other alone. So when you sign a manager, okay, look for either all-out defense, defensive style and pressure and aggressive, or defensive style, frontline pressure and conservative. I highly recommend all-out defense and aggressive, to be honest. But again, we all play different, we all have different visions, etc. So that's just a quick tip. We will have more videos about that. Now, why do I not recommend frontline pressure and aggressive? You see a lot of people, you may be just one of those guys commenting right now, hey Seb, I play frontline pressure and aggressive and I'm absolutely fine. Yes, but it's not consistent. If you get matched against someone who is good, he will punish you. For example, if I play against Zidane, I'm gonna long ball this fucker. I'm gonna long ball and counter him wide, because there's no fair on you. If you are playing conservative, if you are playing AOD and you played against an aggressive manager, he will be all over you. He will turn that giant pitch into a little box. So you're gonna try to do not try to build up. Do not try to play slow in your own half when you're playing against an aggressive manager. Try to spread the ball out as much as possible. Try to use hug the touchline advanced instructions. So, would I recommend Zidane? Yes, he is OP. We have the club ID as well. But if you're gonna use Zidane, I recommend using advanced instructions, deep defensive line. We're gonna get to advanced instructions later. So that's the first manager I recommend. Second, this guy, would I recommend this guy? I love his defensive instructions, but long ball and wide it's not bad. I mean, you want to look for long ball center or short pass wide, if that makes sense. Would I recommend him? Yeah. The thing is, managers are all personal. Think about the formation that suits your style. Think about the formation that suits your club and the way you like to play. If it ticks all these boxes, go for it and sign him. If any of you actually try these managers, let me know as well. Flores, I like that. I love the the attack instruction for this manager, but the defensive instruction is too deep, man. Even his second option. If this was like, instead of pressure and conservative, if it was aggressive, I would have loved that. Or maybe instead of defensive style, or AOD, if it was frontline pressure and conservative, I would have loved that. But I'm not saying it's bad, okay? Maybe you could try this guy, and if you feel like you're under a lot of pressure, use Gegenpress. Change your game mentality into red. This year we have your game mentality, you can change it during a game. We don't have orange colors anymore. The bottom one, it's all out defense. One up, it's defensive. In the middle, it's balanced. One red, it's offensive. Double red, it's all out attack. So that's why I would recommend this guy. When it comes to this guy right here, again, it's frontline pressure and aggressive. If you're going to use him, make sure you use deep defensive line. However, you can switch to his defensive tactic. It's AOD and aggressive, but long ball is kind of wide. I prefer the first one. I recommend this guy as well. The only downside, you can have AMF. Next, we have this guy, Ibar. Yep, I like this one. I like this one. It's so hard to find a manager that has a perfect tactic. Obviously, they do that on purpose. Like, I like the fact it's frontline pressure and it's conservative. Containment area is wide with the medium compactors. That is a good balance. One thing I could tell you guys, if a manager has built up long ball, it doesn't mean spam long balls. It means direct play. As soon as you win the ball in your own half, you launch a long ball to your striker, you do your build up outside your own half, basically. So I'll probably recommend this dude as well. Falcon, again, AOD and conservative. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. Whatever thing I'm telling you right now, it's general. Okay, it's general. You gotta add your own knowledge into it. If I'm saying I don't recommend AOD conservative, you don't need to jump in and say, hey, I'm using AOD and conservative and it's fine. This is general. I'm talking about effective consistency. Okay, Papi? Right, Escariba. I loved Escariba last year. But frontline pressure and aggressive, I'm not sure about it. If I ever use a frontline pressure and aggressive manager, it has to be as my assistant coach switching to it if I'm losing. The fluid formation makes no sense because it doesn't change the shape of the formation, to be honest. And I normally turn fluid formation off because it's going to drain your stamina. But I do recommend this guy. To be honest, guys, I mean, right now, as I said, the only issue about online is the player switching, and I hope they will get patched. The reason why I don't recommend frontline pressure and aggressive because of the player switching. So if you are watching this video after the player switching online is being fixed, then you may want to go frontline pressure and aggressive. This formation 4-2-3-1, it's really not that effective on PES 2017-18. But if you're familiar with that formation, go for it. It is very defensive with the LMF and RMF. I personally do not recommend it for efficiency. And one thing, guys, about 4-2-2, the way it works in PES, when you use 4-2-2 manager, regardless of the tactic, whatever it is, you always have to feed your LMF and RMF. LMF, RMF, try to create that triangle between your DMF, RMF, and striker, basically. You start your attack building up with your flank, LMF and RMF. As soon as you have the ball on the flank, you will have midfield open. You give it to the midfield, striker 1-2. So that triangle between midfield, flank, and CF, it's super effective. Next, who is he? I'm not sure if I want to review the list of the guys because I don't review managers below 80. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like and make sure to share it on social media, etc. Make sure to join my live stream every weekend. And just the last thing before we go, I also have these bad boys to give away. PES 2018 Legendary Edition on a live stream this weekend. And we have shitloads of copies as well to give away. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And that's pretty much about it. As I said, guys, I haven't made a lot of videos for YouTube yet. This is actually my farming squad. Yeah, you can't farm. The novice is gone, but there are other ways. We'll get back to it. So again, I have a lot of tutorials to make. I don't want to name the tutorials because I already have a lot of copycats copying my shit. After all, we all play the same game anyway. But guys, until next time, I'm PESEP. Ciao for now. Back to you, Twitch. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to turn your notifications on so you will get notified when my next video will be live. Greatly appreciated, guys. Also, if you want to catch up on my live stream, I do live stream the myClub series as well. You can just go to my Twitch channel, link is in the description. You can click on past broadcast or the highlights.